So, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, we are here at the auction house. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I know mine was great. I went home and saw my parents and had Thanksgiving with my family, but today it is Black Friday. And we know what happens on Black Friday. Sales, Christmas. So, in that spirit, in today's video, we are going to talk about the auction house. So, let's get to it. What up, nerds? This is Sea Turtle, and right now we are on Luciana. This is a level 39 feral spec druid worgen race. And in today's episode, we are going to talk about how to make gold. And this is not one of those make 100 million gazillion gold an hour videos. This is just simple. We're not talking about getting rich here, gold. We're talking about, you know, just making enough gold to kind of sustain you as you go through the game. You know, excuse me one moment. As you're leveling, things like fast riding, flying, cold weather flying, fast flying, all that kind of stuff. Can I upgrade this yet? I can. Sweetness. Awesome. Those start to cost money. Like fast riding or swift riding, whatever it's called in game. You know, your level 40 swift riding. That's 42 gold. And you may or may not loot enough gold through questing to pay for it, and you're definitely not going to loot enough gold to get fast flying and stuff like that. So, in order to earn some gold, let's first of all see, do I got anything? All right, these are all expired auctions, so we'll get all them back. Oh, and our inbox is full, so we actually might not have. All right. First, before we do anything else, kind of like to keep track of how much gold I make, so I have my banker character, the one that carries all the money, and all the other characters that I have, they tend to hold right around 1,000 gold. So we're gonna send a 48, 25, 74 makes 44. So we have 1,000 gold. Let's see if any of our auctions sold. So, a lot of that stuff we just got back was stuff that did not sell. And that's fine. That's okay. Because there are times when I'll log in on this character and I have sold, you know, 400 or 500 gold worth of stuff. And there's times where I've only sold, you know, 10 gold worth of stuff. So, we still got mail in the mailbox. It was full. Let's see if it's reset. It has. Alright, so look at here. We have this. I'm going to open all of these, but we started at 1,000. We sold Lean Wolf Flank. This is probably going to be pretty cheap. We probably didn't make very much off of this, but okay, 5 gold. Not bad. There was light leather in that batch. When I put all of that stuff on the auction house, there was light leather in there with it, and it sold instantly. like pretty much after I stuck it on there. So that's where that how much we just sent over to the other tune, that's where all that gold came from. But yeah, I mean it's cheap. It's like I said, we're not talking about getting rich. We're just talking about making enough gold to be able to afford the in-game perks that you get through leveling, such as swift riding, fast flying, cold weather flying, all super fast flying, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to, let's see here. We got a few things here. There's some BOE stuff. We'll talk about all this stuff and what to do to make gold. But first, I'm going to go through all of my characters, and I'm going to send this one anything that I want to sell. Alright, so I'm back. And I went to my other characters and mailed myself some stuff here. So I got all kinds of interesting stuff here that we can try to put up onto the auction house. Now, like I said, this is not to, let's see, what do we got here? BOE. I need to send this to somebody else along with these. This is not, you know, make all kinds of money. This is just to, I have enchanting and tailoring on one of my characters, so I send all my BOEs and all my cloths to that one. So, to make just enough gold to, you know, to be able to afford everything in game. So my main tune is pretty much my banker. And what that means is I keep about 1,000 gold on all of my tunes, and then whatever's left over I send over to my main tune. So I'll show you what I got here now. Except for this one, because that's our one that we're doing on our series 1 to 110. That character doesn't exist. This character doesn't exist. This character doesn't exist. So everybody's got, you know, roughly 1,000 gold on them. She's a little short right now. And then I send the rest of the gold to Sarlina. So Minnie's short some gold. Preetha is our one that we do our 1 to 110 series on. Berlin doesn't exist. Neither does Kinty or Sea Turtle down there at the bottom. But in total, I have 105,000 in gold. And that was recently, I was down to about 85K. So the way I would do it is I would have maybe, depending on how crazy you want to get into it, I would have about 3 tunes with skinning, herbalism, and mining split between them. Now, if you want to get into more complicated stuff, but also a way to make more money, is do tailoring and enchanting on one tune. That way, you have, what am I trying to say? I don't know, I like having both of those two together. So I send all my cloths. I don't sell my cloths on the auction house. I send all those to the tune that has the tailoring on it. And then, so what I would do is I would come in here, and I don't have any of the cool add-ons for the auction house, like Trade Skill Master, which, you know, they're really good and they help, but they take a lot of time to put together. So what I do is when I'm going to go and sell stuff, like I'll go through this, like this I'll try to sell. I might try to sell these. I'll try to sell that. And, this I'll sell. I'll try to sell these too. Doesn't mean I'm going to. But, yeah. And so what I would do is I want to sell something. So I got copper ore here. I'll just, you know, shift click it right there. Search it. Okay, this guy's selling copper ore. He wants 160 per ore. That's a little nuts. So what I'll do is I'll create an auction. Let's see, I'll do stacks of 10 per unit. So he's doing 160. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna undercut him. That goes there. All right. And I do a 24-hour one. The longer you leave it up, the longer people have the opportunity to undercut you. And the shorter, the 12-hour time means that, I mean, people may not know that you're selling it. So 24 hours is a pretty decent length for an auction. I don't know if these are going to sell. Oh, that's not right. Why did that do that? Dang it. I did it wrong, didn't I? I priced it per... What did I do wrong? Alright. Definitely not going to sell 10 pieces of copper for... I'm not going to sell 10 pieces of copper for 1,000 gold. So I did something wrong there, but we'll try it again. Oh, I know what I did. I put 99 instead of leaving it blank. That's what I did wrong. See, I put 99 here. That's supposed to be 0. And that's supposed to be 0. There. That's much better. That's exactly what we want. And I'll go through and I'll do it for everything that I want to try and sell. A lot of your herbs will go fairly decently. This stuff is hit or miss. Some of it'll sell, some of it I get back. But most of these are really good for people that are leveling cooking. So all these meats and stuff like that. And then if you want to get, if you want to get complicated, make more gold, you can learn tailoring. And just to give you an idea. Nope. Damn it. So the imbued netherweaves, it went 200. A regular netherweave bag, they're selling for, 14 or 15 gold. Sometimes up to 20. And then if you really get going with tailoring, $30 slot bag, 1,700 gold, 2,000 gold. So, and if you're leveling, 4 or 5 tunes, then you'll have a lot of people farming cloth for you. So that'll help out a lot with your tailoring. And the reason why I do enchanting with tailoring is because while you're leveling tailoring, you're going to make a lot of the same thing. And then your enchanting can disenchant those, the articles that you make, the pieces of clothing or whatever it is that you make. And then you have mats for when you want to do enchanting on stuff that you actually make. Or if you don't want it, you can always sell the mats on the auction house. just to give you an idea, let's go check out this one. This one has the, I'm not near an auction house, though. But that's okay. So, see, I send all of my cloths to here. And then, so I got this stuff here. I can actually, what number is it? 9. So I have a macro down here set up to disenchant. So we'll see if it, there we go. And it goes up here into the mats. So I got all my enchanting mats right there. And let's see if I can, oh yeah. So this person's going to get all the BOE gear. The problem with collecting all the BOE gear is you're going to need to buy out your bank tabs, because in order to like, this may not, nope, see, I don't have my enchanting skill. I can't disenchant that. So, like, I can't disenchant that one either. So I'm going to put these in the bank. So when I do level up enough in enchanting to disenchant these and then have, you know, better mats. And what I mean by, let's see here. Let's see. So I can make a linen bag. Let's see. Is there anything that I can make that I can disenchant? I don't have the stuff for it, so I need leather. So I got tunes for skinning, so I can, whenever I need to make something like this, I know I got the leather already. This, okay, I can create it. So when you're leveling this, you're gonna make, you know, 30 of these. But I can disenchant whatever I make, and then I have, you know, more mats. So anyway, that's how I do it. It depends on how complicated you want to get into it. I mean, if you want to get, you know, if you want to make money off of selling bags and stuff like that, then you're going to learn tailoring. But if you just want to be really simple and not have to worry about tailoring and enchanting and stuff like that, then just do the gathering professions. Mining, the ores actually sell pretty nicely. If you're not going to do tailoring, you can sell your cloths, and you pick them up questing. So you're always going to have cloths, mining, herbalism, and skinning. Leather sells. I rarely get leather back from the auction house. There's a bunch of other guides out there. And and if you do want to get, you know, into more complicated professions, keep your professions together. Keep the professions that are going to complement each other on the same tune. So like tailoring and enchanting, they kind of go together. So that's why I have them on the same tune. If you're going to be a blacksmith, have that on your mining tune. If you're going to be a leather worker, have that on your skinning tune. If you're going to be an alchemist, if you want to learn alchemy, have that on your herbalism tune. Have the stuff that goes together, because you don't want to have enchanting on one guy, or you don't want to have blacksmithing on one guy and then mining on a different one. Have to mail stuff back and forth. And the reason why I recommend having 3 of the tunes split between mining, herbalism, and skinning is that way you always have 2 of them that are working on it. I mean, you always have 2 different characters that are performing each one of those tasks. So that's how, I mean, it's pretty easy gold. For very little effort. When you're out questing, you can skin whatever you kill. Humanoids are going to drop your cloths. You can sell those on the auction house. Just go in there, search for what you want to sell. So I want to sell. Let's sell. All right, we got Mage Royal. Let's sell Mage Royal. So this guy's got Mage Royal. He's selling them for 99.57, 99 silver, 57. So I can do 75.99, or I can do 90.99, or something like that. And go over to your auctions, get your Mage Royal in there. We'll do stacks of, yeah, we'll do 2 stacks of 5. And he's going 99.57, so we'll do 90.99. And I always just have the buy price same as the starting price. I mean, most people, I don't know. I've never bid on anything. If I want something, I'm just going to come in here and buy it. Look at that. See this? One of our copper ores have sold. One of our copper ore has sold already. So we got 10 gold pretty much coming in. Well, we'll have slightly less than that because of the auction house cut. So now we got Mage Royals up there. And see how fast that was? So that's 10 gold incoming. And then, get it, and get this stuff at your earliest convenience too. Like, the earliest you run into a profession trainer, pick up the professions that you want. But in order to keep it simple, you're not going to make that much. You're not going to make that much. But to keep it simple, just stick with the 3 gathering professions and just sell that stuff in the cloths that you pick up. Because cloths are just dropped off of humanoids. Whenever you kill an animal, skin it. Whenever you come across a piece of ore, mine it. Whenever you see a flower, pick it. Come in here and sell this stuff on the auction house. That'll make you enough gold to have gold whenever it's time to buy something. Now, there's other things that you're going to want later on in game that are going to cost a lot more. Stuff like that. Let's see if okay, that's not what it's called. Vial of the Sands, I think. Yeah. So, 100k for this. Teaches how to transform into a dragon, allowing you to carry an ally. So it's a 2-person mount. I have one of them. Vial of the Sands. You can learn how to. The professions teach you how to make this. I mean, it's hard. It's hard. You gotta get rare drops to make this, but that's why it sells for 100,000 gold. Or you can, just try to find Silverleaf here. I got 43 Silverleaf. Let's see. Silverleaf. 1 Silverleaf. 1 gold. 1 gold, 24 silver. That's pretty nuts. That's pretty nuts. But you can try it. So undercut the lowest person. So what's this guy selling them for? 115. All right. See, the guy up there selling singles was 124. This guy's selling stacks for 115 a piece. Remember that. That's a piece per unit, not for the stack. The stack's going to cost 30. But per unit. And this one is 115.90. So I can sell it for, I can try and list mine on there for 110 a piece. So we can go here, pick up our Silverleaf. Let's do 10. Do price per unit. And we'll just do 05.99. No, not 10. 05.99. Create auction. There we go. Now we got Silverleaf up there in the auction house, getting ready to find a buyer. Like I said, a lot of this stuff down here, these will mostly sell. This will sell, especially the light leather. This stuff is usually halfway decent at selling, but this stuff here is hit or miss usually. But that's that. That's how you can make some quick, easy gold in-game. That way, when it's time for you to learn how to fly, you have enough gold to actually get it. Because questing, you don't get paid questing. The only time you make gold questing is end-game. End-game is when you make the gold questing. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, if you enjoyed this video, please comment, like, or subscribe. Leave me a note, tell me what you think. Yeah. That was Mr. Poolface making silly noises. But yeah, comment, like, or subscribe. If you have any more questions about this, I mean, like I said, this is super duper simple. I don't have trade skill master or anything like that, but that'll make it much easier. Oh, one thing to remember about this is if you're gonna go list something, all right, check this out. Let me get one. So this sells for, this is a bad example. A lot of your BOE stuff though, you got to pay attention to, because this, if you sell it to a, if I were to sell this to a vendor, I'll get 10 copper for it. Don't list it for less than what you would get from a vendor. That's kind of dumb. There are people that will scan the auction house looking for stuff that's under vendor price and buy it just to sell it to a vendor or repost it at its actual market value. So if you want to get rid of something and the prices are really low on it, like let's say we were trying to sell Peace Bloom and they were selling them for 15 copper. Let's say that the market for Peace Bloom was flooded and they were going for 15 copper. I would just sell it to a vendor because I'm not going to undercut the vendor price, which is 10 copper. But on your BOE gear, later level BOE gear, that's when you'll start to notice that the sell price is, 50 gold or something like that. So you gotta pay real close attention to that so that you don't, undersell what a vendor would already give you for it. But anyway, that's that. Can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.